Hi everybody, we're back.
Hey, welcome back. We're here with another episode.
Yes.
It seems interesting because we record the end of the episode right before, and then we go right into the next one. So I feel
So we
like
don't waste any time.
don't waste any time. Yeah, kill two birds with one stone.
Exactly.
We don't have to hang out as much.
Yeah. So Ben, I had this great idea for an adventure, and it's kind of like a treasure adventure. So after an adventure would finish, we'd plug this in, and what I call it is it's a wizard lab, where the characters, hey kitty cats, we're under kitty cat attack again.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
And it's a wizard lab where you go in, and the treasure is you find this, whatever's left of this lab, and enough chemicals and things that the player characters can make their own potions.
Cool.
Yes, and there'll be enough for X amount of potions, X amount of doses in each potion that you roll up, and there'll be a long list of things that you can create, maybe have some accidents, and hijinks again ensue. And I think it'd just be this great little fun thing that you can just sit around and everyone rolls up potions and see what they get.
That could be really
I thought
cool.
it was really fun. Haven't figured out a good wizard name to call it though. So we need to think of a good wizard title, the Lost Lab of so-and-so.
Oh yeah, yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
So we'll come up with a good name for that. I have I've been working on like a document that's just names that we can call things.
Oh, great.
So
we'll just plug and play with names there.
Yep, yeah, so it'll be a little easier to just be like, oh, okay, that's no problem. We can put this guy here. Well, I like that idea.
Yeah.
So like good things and bad things?
Good things and bad things. Now, mostly good things because we want this to kind of be a reward for the players and we want them to have fun with it. But still, it's Dungeons & Dragons, so it's going to be a little dangerous. And if you don't get the potions right on your dice roll, interesting things could happen. Maybe you blow a finger off, maybe you vaporize an entire city block. You know? Things like that.
Those are bad things.
Things in between as well. Yes. Maybe you create a potion that's brand new. This will be something on the list as well.
Yeah.
So there'll be quite a few things to roll up, and I think it's going to be kind of a fun, kind of a silly, entertaining type of thing as opposed to something too serious.
Yeah, I like this because it's kind of like a goofy end, like in
a little bit.
You know, hey, let's see what we can do here.
A little bit of a cartoon ending. Yeah, I thought it would be fun.
I'm picturing it as a cartoon. I'm picturing it as like Sorcerer's Apprentice or something, right? Like I'm picturing like the Hobbit cartoon or something.
Yeah, so maybe not quite like that, but
No,
real close to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Real close to it.
So do you think a wizard would probably have a better chance of making a good
I
potion?
think a magic user per level should have a percentage on his that gives it a higher percentage to get what he wants.
Yeah.
Other characters who don't know magic things, or they should have a base chance.
Could be like if you can cast spells, or like if you're really intelligent, or you have like skills, you have training in alchemy or something. Maybe.
Or maybe you're a druid, so you know different kinds of potions and powders and herbs and things like that. You have a better chance too, I think.
That could be really cool.
Yeah.
So what about, like up the drama a little bit, like what if they kill...
So vaporizing an entire city block is not drama enough?
This ratchets it a little bit. So what if they're in the wizard's castle and this wizard is making all these weird potions, right? And then when they fight the wizard, he's using the potions on them. He's throwing, like we could do like...
Could be too.
Start with a little encounter with him, right? And he's got some of these potions and he doesn't even know what, they're not labeled, like he doesn't know what they do. And maybe some of them are bombs that he throws and some he drinks and it makes them stronger. And, but then when you kill him, maybe it triggers the potion that vaporizes a city block. And you're in the room, and you've got the stuff, and here's all the ingredients. None of it's labeled. It's all crazy anarchy. It's all like written in gibberish or whatever. And you got time, but you got to hurry. You have 10 minutes before the entire block is like leveled.
Okay.
Because he doesn't want anybody to like...
So you got to shut this thing off or something, the bomb off, or
No, you just like it's going off and you can't stop it. He's going to blow up all of his research. He doesn't want anybody else to have this research anymore. But you've got a unique opportunity here to make some potions real quick. So it makes it more likely like that you're going to mess up because your guy's in a hurry.
Oh, okay.
Right? So if you accidentally make the wrong potions because your guy's just like, oh, what are we at? 5 minutes. Oh man, okay. Oh, just try this and try this and try this. And then your big dumb gorilla fighter is going to be like, let's just throw everything into the bucket and see what happens. And he's going to get a bad potion. And the spellcaster is going to be like,
that's not a happy ending, though.
the spellcaster is going to be like, no, I know what I'm doing. Just give me a second. I got to find I just need the coriander or whatever. Where's the eye of
Where's the nutmeg? Yeah. Where's the nutmeg and thyme?
And they're all kind of like having to argue with each other or squabble for the ingredients. But,
yes.
But I like that, like, you know, in the game terms, we're sitting there making potions. And, you know,
you can probably, a dungeon master could put it in any scenario or set that he wanted to. I wanted this to be flexible where I wanted the characters to have a lot of fun either creating potions, coming up with ideas for potions, or having a list that they had to make or match or things, and then they could screw something up, and you could throw it in probably any setting that you wanted to.
Definitely.
Whether the crazy wizard's still alive and he's going to light off the block, or whether it's just an abandoned one, or whether you snuck in and the wizard's upstairs somewhere and you're just monkeying around. It could be any one of those things. I
like that. It's got to be something where you can't just be like.
You can't sit there all day.
You can't sit there all day, and you can't come back to it later.
Yes.
This is your only opportunity to use this thing. It's gone after you leave.
It's gone. Yeah. And so it either blows up or you got to get out of there. Something.
You could get sucked into another dimension and the thing's there, and you only have a little bit of time before you come back. Or you can leave whenever you want, but like you can't come back through into this realm.
Yeah.
Or you help out some powerful wizard, and he's like, I'll let you make any potion you want in my lab. And you go in there and you use it, and then you leave, and you can't come back unless you fight this wizard, and he's way too powerful for you.
Something, yeah. Or you got to fight his buddy or something. Who knows?
Yeah. Should be something that you can't come back to, because you don't want somebody to show up and be like, oh, I came up with a great idea for something, and like I want to go back to that wizard lab and make it. It's like, nope, you got to come up off the top of your head right now. You got to think of a good idea for a potion that you want.
Yeah, there'll be a list of potions for suggestions. And then there'll be a roll where you roll something, you create something new. That could be either up to you, up to the dungeon master, things like that. And then, of course, there's bad things that could happen if you screw up the potion recipe.
Yeah, and depending on how complicated the potion is, the harder it is to make it. The better chance. Like, I want to make a wish potion.
Much harder than an invisibility or something.
Yeah. Much harder and like much more likely to cause the problems.
Yeah, I like that.
I like the idea that like maybe you make it and you think it's it, but it actually does the opposite of whatever you said it was going to be.
That's going to have to be on that chart, Ben.
Yeah,
I think so.
Does it, but like half as much. Like you kind of messed up your potion of invisibility, so like just like you're kind of invisible, but people can still see you, but you're just kind of see-through.
You're translucent, not invisible. Sure, I like that idea. Gaseous form.
Yeah.
You have fun with that.
It's like just my sword arm is
everything else is.
I can pass my arm through under the wall, under the door, but that's it.
I can pick the lock. Yeah, but that was my idea, and
that'd be really fun.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
That sounds good.
How many do you think we should have?
I don't know if we should have exactly 100 things, because one would be, we'd have a percentage of potion success, then we'd have a percentage of just potion failure. Nothing happens. And then we have things like, minor explosion, you blow off a finger. Major explosion, your buddy gets hit too. Somebody comes, and then, total vaporization of the lab should be just a 1% of, something like that, where everybody's dead type of thing.
Roll percentile, and then it'll be somewhere like 98 through the 98.
Yes, we'll equal this, yeah.
Yeah, so you roll percentile.
And then, we should have something like Eureka. I created something new.
Yeah.
Right? And whatever percentage that is. But then it'll be either up to you or the dungeon master, however he's going to work it out, to, you get to, you just create something. You just created the coolest potion, and what does it do? Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What about, because they probably will have an idea in mind when they make it, what they want to do. So maybe
probably should be a list of suggested potions.
Yeah.
Probably something out of the player's handbook or something like that.
Yeah. You make we could you could try for anything you want, but like we should keep it to like first through third level spells.
Something like that. Maybe first through fifth.
Maybe we make a different chart, so it's like if you want to do first to second level spell, it's with this chart, which is a lot easier, if you want to make a 9th level spell,
Oh, yeah.
0/1 to 87 is nothing happens.
Sure, yeah. And again, if you're a magic user, you would have a higher percentage, right?
Yeah, and then maybe just add 10, right?
Yeah, sure. Oh, kitty cats are attacking again.
Or you just re-roll it if it's nothing, or some kind of deal if you're. Oh yeah, they got Thais's hat. They love her hat.
Yeah.
So yeah, like a higher level would be harder. There's more chance that just nothing happens.
Yeah.
And you only get, if we put them on a time limit, or there's only enough ingredients or something to make.
Yeah, for maybe anywhere from 5 to 15 potions, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that could probably be based upon how many player characters there are.
Yeah, each person can try for 3 times or something.
Mm-hmm. And then there should be some kind of percentage, maybe roll D4 plus 1, 2, or 3 for amount of doses that the potion would be.
Yeah.
You know.
Maybe just like, if you're a spellcaster, you can just like, you can re-roll the first time you fail.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a magic user, you can do that. If you're druid or ranger, somebody who's good at alchemy or somebody who's good at ingredients, you get an extra dose.
Yeah,
Stuff like
something
that, right?
like that. That would be interesting too, yeah. Mm-hmm. Sure.
And then
there would be, potion reversals or something, I guess.
Yeah.
Where you thought you made the right one, but the dungeon master knows you effed it up.
Yeah.
And or it's going to have just something completely different. You tried for the invisibility one, but you got the gaseous form one anyway.
Yeah.
So there's things like that too.
You roll a random, like it's this spell instead.
Yeah, you read the wrong page.
You pick a page out. Yeah, you pick a page out of the dungeon stuff. You get that.
Yes.
And then there could be various qualities of it, right? Half power, full power.
Sure.
Double power, right? Like.
Yeah, lasts twice as long, or there could be something on there that has maybe a permanent ability.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That would be interesting. You drink it, and now you have this power for as long as your character exists. I mean, there could be something like that, too. That could make it really fun.
That would suck with the invisibility potion.
Well, maybe you could do it at will or something, who knows?
No, I like it, right?
Yeah.
It's perfect, right? Because you're the one telling the dungeon master what you want to do, right? It's like, well, you should have picked super strength.
Yeah.
Now you're invisible forever.
Yeah, you should.
Find a way to
Yeah, you should have picked giant strength, you idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have. Now you got to figure out a way to cure your disease.
Yes, cure your. Yeah.
They'll be all mad. Be like, I rolled a 97. And we're like, well, should have picked a better spell.
Yeah, I know.
Don't look at me.
Sucks to be you.
I'm just reading the chart.
Yeah. It says right here.
They're gonna be like, that Ben and Brian.
Yeah, exactly.
They made a bad chart. Ruined my game. I'm gonna write nasty messages to them on YouTube.
Yeah, I think this is a good start here. Come up with some really crazy stuff.
I like just blow a finger off.
Yeah, blow a finger off is good, or 2. Yeah. It's a lady finger explosion.
1d4 fingers.
Yeah, 1d4 fingers. Oh boy.
What is she doing?
I know the cats are going nuts. Yeah. Yes, we'll have more kitty cat entertainment here in the future as well.
Yeah. Just carrying a hat around in her mouth.
It looks like she has a white beard.
All right.
Okay.
I think this is good.
Yeah, this is good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Okay, guys. See you later. Hi, everybody.
Hey, we're
Welcome back.
So we're talking about the Wizard Lab. We've just finished, pretty much finished with that.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And how'd that turn out, Ben?
It turned out pretty good. So what we came up with was 3 things that you had to have when you were creating the lab, right? So putting this thing into your adventure, you kind of need. We talked about it a little bit on the first part of this, but the quest has to be time sensitive. Right, so you have a certain amount of time that you can complete these tasks before before it goes away. Mm-hmm. You can't have the party sitting there forever thinking of cool ideas and making your life hard. The second one is it has to be one time only, so you can't come back. This is the only time you're going to get to do it. And the third thing is that you have limited components, so you only have a certain number of potions that you can make. So what we ended up coming up with was actually 2 charts. So basically the way that when I was thinking about it a lot, the way I was thinking about it was the party member can say, I want to just make a regular potion, or I want to go big.
Oh, okay. So, get crazy with it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So there's some different styles, so different types, like we were talking about. There can be so if you're going to go with just a regular one, we have a chart that you roll up, and it's 100 things, and they're various different first to third level spells. Some bad stuff, some pretty good stuff, a couple third levels at the end. The first couples are a little explosion, or it messes up. And so you make a potion of a first to third level spell, but then you have to roll on the second table, and it's this, if you get a bad roll on that, maybe the thing's weak. Maybe it's half powered. Oh. Maybe it's double powered, or maybe it's permanent, or maybe you get an extra potion, so you have 2 because you made them well enough that you made 2 things. One of them is it does the opposite. If you get a really bad roll, one of the things it can does is it'll do the opposite, and it'll be up to you as the DM to kind of figure out what that looks like. But but that could be really fun.
Yeah, what's the opposite of invisibility?
Permanent visibility.
Yeah.
You make a noise. Your body hums, so you can be seen from before you come around.
You have a big flashlight on your head that spins around or something.
You just back up you make a backup sound like a truck every time you try to go anywhere. So just some fun stuff like that. And one of the things that I wanted to have it be was that as part of the flavor, the DM should make it whatever the spell ends up being, it's coming from the potion. So I like the idea of if it summons a monster, you throw the potion down on the ground and it explodes, and then the monster.
Oh, I like that. Almost like a monster grenade.
Yeah, totally.
That's cool.
So that could be kind of fun, and you could deploy some spells at range that you couldn't normally. It would be kind of fun to throw the like you said, a monster grenade, just throw it in there, shut the door. And then on the second chart is just called See What Happens, and so you've got the first one's okay, I'm gonna play it easy. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm gonna try to make a potion, and maybe it's weak, maybe it's strong, maybe it's whatever. And then on the Go Big or Go Home, you could get a 7th.
That's what it's called. Go big or go home.
I'm gonna change it. That's what it's gonna be called now.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, but you could get something really cool, a limited wish, or some kind of really powerful spell, or some real bad stuff can happen.
Vaporize an entire city block.
Yeah, vaporize a city block. You explode, you blow off a limb. Some of the stuff that can pop up on here is pretty exciting. There's a spell called Aboleth's Lung, where you can it flips so that you breathe water like a fish, but not air.
Oh, okay.
So that's a bad one. That's a bad one that you could get.
Unless you're near water.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be bad.
One of them summons a very powerful monster, but you don't control it. It's not like a summoned monster that you're in control of. It just summons a creature that will attack you.
Yeah, I like that.
Some of them are weird, where you'll drink it and just your hair grows 6 inches. There's weird stuff like that where.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't even think of things like that.
Yeah,
that was great.
So some of the stuff that comes up in there is just weird stuff that's kind of. What we were thinking of was the Rod of Wonder is a magic item, and it's some of the things with the Rod of Wonder is you know, you could shoot it, it could be a very powerful fireball, or you could shoot it and like butterflies come out of it, or it causes grass to grow. And so I wanted to kind of make the potion versions of that.
Oh, that's a great idea.
So what's weird, so you get indigestion, right, and you're just like burping for the next hour and a half. Right, and it's very uncomfortable, and people will have a negative to charisma when you encounter people. Just stupid things.
-1 to hit as well, I assume.
Yeah, exactly. You get that. You could accidentally make it a flesh to stone, but you think it's a stone. You know, when you drink it, like, it turns you to stone.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
But you can. There's also good stuff in there. You can get a raised dead potion.
Sure, because this is a kind of a treasure room.
Yeah.
But it's a mixed bag. You know, some treasures have traps, and yeah.
Yeah, and it's kind of letting the player pick between whether they want to try to just play it safe, or like maybe you get something really awesome.
Go big with it.
Yeah. There's one that's a chain lightning, and you drink it, and it's a chain lightning that starts coming out of you, and it zaps to like whatever's closest to you, friend or foe, and just kind of chains along. 6d6, 5d6, 4d6, like a chain lightning spell.
Yeah.
So that is kind of a fun thing. That you
Oh, that's real fun.
But you know, and then there's very powerful wizard spells. You can get like an anti-magic shell or something.
Oh wow,
right?
that's
like,
pretty good.
But yeah, so I think that came out good. And then just for fun, I added in another chart because I like to overdo everything. I added in another chart that's just a bunch of different fun ingredient names. And so you can roll up to, you get, you know.
Kind of a flavor text kind of thing.
Totally, yeah. So like in one of the things that we mentioned in the document is that, the instructions have to be very unclear. It can't be like a wizard's person can be like, oh, well, I know how to cast all this stuff, so I'm just gonna mix up this potion.
Yeah.
So it can't be like that. It's either materials that are from another dimension and you don't know what they are, or they're written with like, weird symbols that you can't read.
Or the page is half torn and you're like, ugh.
Yeah. So, or they're not labeled at all and you just have to kind of guess.
Yeah.
And so then when you mix the potion up, there's an optional chart that the DM can roll, and you roll 2 things, and it's, Eye of Newt and like Dragon's Blood, and there's some fun items in there, butterfly wings, that kind of stuff. But you could roll up 2 things and be like, well, it looks like you get some ground up dragon bone, and you get like the teardrop of a sprite.
That's fun.
So I thought that was pretty fun.
Yeah, I like it.
Did you bring art?
Yes, I did. But not for the Wizard Lab.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we finished that, and there will be scans of the Wizard Lab on the video.
Okay.
So you'll see that.
Them up.
Yeah, we'll post them up. So I send them off to Ben.
Mm-hmm.
But I bought stuff from something else. So we should end the Wizard Lab video and start on another one.
All right. So we're gonna do that then.
Okay.
I feel like I'm gonna be surprised.
Yes, Ben's gonna be surprised. Hey, and kitty cats are not in the kitty cat dungeon, so I'm already getting harassed over here. So it is time to go.
Yes. All right, so yeah, that's the Wizard Lab. We hope that you will like it.
I think you guys are going to have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
So if you check out the Patreon, there will be PDFs that you can download that have all the full color, high-res art of all the stuff that we've been talking about, and the finished products of what we were writing. So
yeah.
See
you next time.
Cheers. Yeah.
Cheers.